We haven't heard about caravans in a while, but that doesn't mean migrants have stopped making their way across Central America with hopes of reaching the United States. Those hopes dashed for more than 400 people this week. Guatemala announcing they are turning a caravan back to Honduras for not meeting entry requirements. One of the key requirements is they must have a negative COVID-19 test result. Last month, a federal court ordered the Biden administration to reinstate the Remain in Mexico policy, a Trump-era plan that's affecting conditions along the U.S. Mexico border. One aid agency says violence and trafficking at the border are becoming more and more common, and migrants from 3 Central American countries that make up the majority of those fleeing north are most at risk. The Migrant Protection Protocols, more commonly known as the Remain in Mexico policy, requires migrants seeking asylum in the U.S. to wait in Mexico until their asylum cases are decided. But poverty, corruption, crime, violence, and environmental destruction has caused 2 million people to flee their homelands since 2014, the majority coming from the Central American region called the Northern Triangle.
It's no secret that El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala form part of a war-torn region from the 1980s into the 1990s. And the legacy of civil war still informs the kind of violence that we see in the region today.
Paul Angelo has spent years in Central America and just returned from a visit to Honduras and El Salvador. He says conditions on the ground are alarming.
Corruption is the reason why people do not have formal economy jobs or access to health care, why people don't have bank accounts, why people don't have property rights, why people build their homes and farms on land that is vulnerable to erosion or Category 4 or 5 hurricanes.
Northern Triangle countries are among the poorest in the Western Hemisphere. An estimated 300,000 flee the region every year. Of the 3.4 million Central Americans living in the United States, 85% of them are from the Northern Triangle.
It's been quite of a journey.
Author and journalist Carmen Molina Tamacas immigrated from El Salvador 10 years ago and has documented the stories of fellow immigrants in a new book called Salvi Yorkers.
How desperate is a mother here about the fear that about the children down there that she pays a coyote to make that trip. People is risking everything because even though being in the shadows, being discriminated, being like in the margins of the society in the United States is better than have to live what they are living in their countries.
The Biden administration is focusing on those living conditions in an effort to get the growing crisis under control. But so far, it's had little impact.
In order to unlock the human potential of the region and to stimulate the kind of activism that is going to get real results, you have to first meet people's basic needs. And you have to make them feel empowered. And that is a space where the United States can be most helpful.
The overflow at the border is further complicated by streams of Haitians joining caravans from other parts of Central and South America who are also planning to make the hazardous journey. Despite the dangers, Tamacas says when people are desperate, they won't be deterred.
I think people is always looking for the best and hoping for the best, and people is working, so they don't stop working to get the best for them and their families.
The Remain in Mexico policy is expanding along the southern border to comply with the court order. The Biden administration is asking the Supreme Court to step in to end the program. Hi, I'm Christine Persichetti, anchor of Currents News. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see more content just like it, subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, because we are putting your faith in the news.